Hey there, fight fans. In today's video, former UFC middleweight title challenger Paulo Costa explained in more detail why he had to withdraw from his fight against Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 294.
I think this is a good time to have a live with you guys, interact, respond some questions that you guys would have, about my next step, my future, about what I think about this fight gonna happen here. Kamaru against Makhachev.
But that's not all. Costa's social media antics are sure to give you a smile. Also in this video, Volkanovski will be fighting Makhachev after having surgery on his hand. Now, as you know, there are many complicating factors at play: foreign territory, the absence of a full-fledged training camp, and a change in weight categories. Makhachev seems to understand the situation and urges Volkanovski not to make excuses in case of defeat.
It's not good. I'm pretty sure it's broken. I know when I break stuff in there.
I swear to God to you guys, I got to find out if it's up yet. But I called the team yesterday. I said I want Islam Makhachev's quote in the apex and I want it in the PI. It's going up on the wall.
So, let's kick things off.
The thing is, a staph infection is no joke. I contracted it in Brazil. I took antibiotics to treat it and everything appeared to be resolved, so I came to Abu Dhabi. But things took a turn for the worse. 5 weeks before the fight, I had surgery to clean everything out and had to take antibiotics for another 14 days. They said there was no way for me to fight on the 21st. To those who claimed I ran away, they can go to hell, Costa stated on social media.
Now, in my opinion, Costa's story is rather convincing. This disease is very serious and should not be the subject of any joke. However, Costa himself does enjoy some humor, as he recently posted a photoshopped image of Conor McGregor with the caption, "Looking dehydrated after USADA left. Paulo's juice is no longer a secret." And well, fans immediately began making jokes in the comments. One fan wrote, "He's come a long way. I'm proud of him." But another fan wrote, "Bro, this is getting lame. You need to fight, man. It's been 3 years since you fought someone in the top 15. Well, I have to agree with him. Paulo, you need to get back into the octagon. Millions of fans were anticipating a fight with Chimaev, but unfortunately what happened happened. But which fight would you fans rather see? Costa versus Chimaev or Chimaev versus Usman? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below.
Yeah.
What? Oh no.
Now also, I'm sure you're already aware, but in the world of MMA, anticipation has reached an all-time high as two of the sport's most dominant forces, Alexander Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev, prepare for an epic rematch. Now, this is more than just a fight. It is an event that defines an era in the world of combat sports. The much anticipated rematch between Volk and Islam has sparked a lot of controversy among fans and pundits alike. Everyone wants to know which fighter is truly the best, so to determine this, conditions need to be fair and equal. However, what sets this showdown apart are the unique challenges that both fighters are going to be facing. Volkanovski, for one, won't have the luxury of a full-fledged training camp, and will need to urgently cut weight in a very short span of time. What's even more remarkable, and perhaps worrisome, is the fact that he underwent surgery in July. Although it was planned, to the amazement of many, just 6 weeks later, doctors cleared him to resume training, so he returned to the gym much sooner than expected.
Alright, all good. Success. Still a bit.
But can Volkanovski overcome these hurdles and bring his A game against the formidable Makhachev? Well, probably not, because the short time frame means that he might not be in peak condition, but for Volkanovski, this fight is a priority that transcends physical readiness. His eyes are firmly set on history as he aims to become a double champ in the UFC. The saddest thing is that back in July, he did undergo that planned operation, but wasted no time in requesting a bout with Makhachev in October. In their first encounter, he entered the fight with an injury. He had a broken finger from a previous fight against Max Holloway. But despite that problem, he still almost defeated Makhachev.
Now, after going back and watching the fight and breaking down each round, there's a couple rounds in there that are very murky for me, where I believe it was the second, fourth round. So I felt Islam won the first and Volk won the third. So that Volk definitely won the fifth. So if I had to give it to somebody, I'm going to give it to Volkanovski.
Now, also, the time difference between Volk's Australia and the United Arab Emirates is a substantial 6-hour difference. So to mitigate the effects of jet lag and adapt to new conditions, some fighters were arriving in Abu Dhabi several weeks before the fight. But unfortunately, Volkanovski does not have that luxury of this extended adjustment period.
I mean, you gotta look and say, odds are way against. First off, he wasn't training. Second off, he's coming off of a hand surgery. When I say he wasn't training, he wasn't in a camp for a fight. I know he's training, but he wasn't in a camp for a fight. Third thing is age. That's not a good,
Going into this high-stakes bout with a healing injury, no full training camp, and jet lag is undeniably risky. It adds an extra layer of adversity to an already demanding challenge. But nonetheless, Volkanovski's determination to make history and face Makhachev head-on demonstrates his unwavering spirit and is the true essence of a fighter's mentality.
This guy really tough. If you want to stop him, you have to choke him or knock him out. This guy gonna fight 5 rounds. I cannot say this about Oliveira, because if you make him feel a little bit, he always give up. But this guy, he's gonna fight 5 rounds.
But Makhachev, well, he appears to grasp the situation, as he's urging Volkanovski not to offer up any excuses should he face defeat. Like, Makhachev won, but Volkanovski was out of shape, or he recently underwent surgery and did not have time to acclimate. So if Makhachev were to win, there will definitely be conversations like that happening. But let's be honest, has he had sufficient time to recover? From his July operation to the title fight with Makhachev, only 94 days will have passed. Now, while that is a little bit over 3 months, nearly half of that time was spent in rehabilitation. So the key concern is whether this period allows time for a full recovery, especially given that Volkanovski is going to be stepping into the octagon on short notice without the benefit of a complete training camp. So in just 8 days, all questions will be answered in what promises to be an unforgettable rematch. So what do you guys think about all of this? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. So that is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.